Hello everyone and welcome back to my playthrough of Cultist Simulator. This is the second episode of my new series and we'll be continuing where we left off last. Where were we? We uploaded the game. Where was I? Okay, I have my position and Glover and Glover. Now that went in here, and I started. What was that? The scratching of pens, the sourness of dust, the sighing of the younger Glover, the greedy gurgling of the elder. Diligence. Extra effort. It might help sometimes. And that's reason. I don't think it's required. I think I can just put it in. Let me look at some other stuff though. That was dream, like the early night. Opium. Yeah. And then road. Runs effectively one reason. The wandering mind. There was once a man who said that the sleep of reason produced monsters. Often it is healthy to let the mind wander in sleep, but if I keep dreaming, sooner or later, some sort of monster will rise from my own fears. I'm gonna turn the sound down. There we go. So I think it's gonna be dangerous to try and bring on racing. Study. There's the quest. Health, vitality. Can I study? No, I can't study things. That's right, I didn't want to do that. Eat whatever's named. You don't get like a rumor or something that would be interesting. Like some sort of elder secret. That would be cool. Okay. 60 seconds. Oh, fast forward. It's gonna take forever otherwise. Something new happened? Ooh, what's that? A rose. A season of ardors, where all of us, both ape and angel. Aspect, season. Something relevant will occur soon. So does that mean that, like, this is gonna happen sometime in the future? I guess so. It needs reason, and I'm studying it right now. Alright, let's see. Lots of things, okay. Corks file out in silence. I am free for now. One fund. Back in. Yeah, I'll start there. The words contained knowledge. Now I contain it. It is a little like theft and a little like feasting, and a little like the progress of an infectious disease. Erudition. I soak up knowledge as a shadow soaks up light. I may be close to advancement. So it looks like this is like a sort of reason version of health. That's fascinating. So it looks like I can upgrade my reason somehow to gain reason. Maybe I get a second one? It's kind of hard only having one. Lasts only 3 minutes if unused. What's this? Whenever the principle of the lantern sheds its light, I may recall additional scraps of knowledge. A light in the skull. Study this. Hint, increase my reason. More than one. A consciousness of radiance. There's a light behind the world. A light above the mansus. A light that penetrates both glass and skin. It is present here. Second order influence. If unused, it will become fascination. I wonder what that is. For now, I'm interpreting the reason in here. Extra effort at Lover and Lover. I will apply extra effort. Perhaps they'll appreciate it. Maybe I'll get a raise. That'd be nice. Oh, hold up. Trysts and interludes. If I have a particular friend, now is the time to renew our connection. Who? Palm to palm and eye to eye. Interested, but this is someone who has developed a romantic interest in me. Notoriety. Solitude. Some days are better than others. Sometimes the sky is nothing like a filthy sheet. Sometimes the river runs clear. What's this? A season of despair. Night waits for me. That sounds bad. So it looks like in the next 50 odd seconds that'll happen. That's what it is. A light in the skull. Dusty facts have become clear in my brain. For now, at least. Oh, and I get another. Oh, so maybe whenever I study erudition I get... No, that seems too easy. Maybe it's a chance. Because if I got it every time I studied it, I feel like that would go too quick. Exercise the mind. I've picked up odd facts here and there. If I spend time studying what I've learned, I could increase my reason. I'm happy, I think. Contentment defends against dread. Contentment doesn't last. Lantern, heart, oh, a promotion. Mr. Alden, the supervisor of records, has called me into his office to recognize my diligence. I watch the mole on his neck as he talks. He talks and talks. But at the end of it, I have a promotion. My new position is better paid, and the desk stands by the street window. But I work directly for Mr. Alden now. Mr. Alden is known to be exacting. Dimmed reason. Okay. My mind is weary. We'll recover after 60 seconds. I can't dream on it. Maybe I could dream on dimmed health. Or exhausted? I don't know what that's. Position at Glover, so it's not a junior position anymore. Position in records under Mr. Alden. I earn a little more. I stay a little later. Mr. Alden always watches me closely. Little box. Aspect annoyance. Here's a thorn in my side. I may yet find a way to remove it. I am better paid than I was. Mr. Alden has taken interest in me. Mr. Alden is very particular. Mr. Alden likes things done just so. And Mr. Alden has never believed that I am qualified for this position. Oh boy. Another one? What's this do? Bleak thoughts. Dark days. I must be careful not to let doubts creep in. Dread may provoke full-fledged despair. Shadows. It is the empty space which makes the bowl useful. Lao Tzu. Aspect induces despair. This may cause despair. So it grabs things that cause despair? Okay. Full-fledged despair. Dread. Contentment defends against dread, and dread provokes despair. My mind, the library. I've gained reason, but it'll be more difficult to gain reason next time. Okay, got a second reason, I think. Stack. I am flush with clever quotations. Use this with 2 lessons learned to gain more reason. Scholarship. This currently only allows you to increase reason further. So what can I do with this? I can dream on it. No, I can't. What does that mean? That's weird. Let's study it. A lesson learned. Shall I stock my mind with more knowledge? I am ready to improve. Use this with your scholarship skill to improve the skill and gain reason. It lasts up to 5 minutes before it decays back to an erudition. So I'd have to upgrade erudition somehow? I'm gonna try to get maybe more health. Because if I can increase all my stats, I think these are my stats at least. I don't know if passion's gonna be useful, but I'm gonna try to do health as well. I do want to know what this does though. I must study it using either passion or reason. I feel that I'm more of an analytical person, so I think I'm going to try using reason. I'll examine each item with meticulous care. Alright. Work overtime at Mr. Alden's insistence. I do not believe that you have properly understood the importance of our work here. This task will require your full attention. Add reason to satisfy Mr. Alden. Okay. The work is completed, and I have assessed the work as complete, and not before. I trust my understanding, Judy. Dude's a teacher. My correspondent describes my dreams exactly. They use names that are instantly familiar. The house, the wood, the hours, the glory. They knew secrets beneath time, the skin of the world. A new curiosity burns in me. There is a note here. Directions to a bookshop that does not advertise its wares. Let's see what I got. Ooh, lots of stuff. Notes on a possible collaborator. My correspondent had recorded his observations of me. He believed I had potential. He recorded his observations of someone else, too. With time and study, perhaps I can find that person. A watchman's secret. It has been expressed like this. Each hour has its color, but color exists only where there is light. Lantern there. Okay. Aspect requires knowledge. This is a puzzle with missing pieces. I might find those pieces in odd corners of scholarship. To upgrade or subvert this fragment, you'd need erudition or an HQ with a library, so I can have a headquarters. Sounds fun. Lore. I think one of the tabs could take lore. No. That was it. I can study lore. Lore fragments can sometimes be upgraded with study and with matching fragments. So what happens if I put this in here? Improve my knowledge of the invisible arts. If I have 2 lore fragments of the same level and aspect, I can study them together to improve my understanding, or I can use another type of lore to subvert it. Study with a lantern lore fragment of the same level to upgrade to the next level. Study with forged lore of the same level to subvert it and get forged lore instead. Smith's secret. In 5 continents, smiths have whispered the same words to the iron. Murderers have been known to whisper these words too. And adepts, of course. These words are spoken in ritual to inspire an unmerciful change. Alright, what's this? Lightning Skull. That was the one that gave me erudition. So if I start studying reason now, I can have 2 erudition pretty quick without having to wait for double study time. That sounds nice. Let's figure out what these other things are too, though. Temptation, enlightenment. It has occurred to me that I hold the key to wisdom. This card will allow you to win an enlightenment victory if you upgrade it far enough. Dreaming about it might advance or change it. Aspect desire. The marks of light. I may seek immortality and enlightenment in the hour called the Watchman. His touch brings particular appetites and marks. Why do they keep talking about the hour? Is that some sort of time-related thing? Directions to moorlands. Cryptic directions to the obscure address of a certain moorland. A dealer in the rarer sort of book. Huh. So I guess I can't do anything with that right now. I guess that's fine. Alright, let's continue with this. The clouds part. The wolf despair prowls elsewhere. No dread empowers this despair. It's over for now. Fleeting reminiscence. A moment in time. In another moment, it'll be gone. Moth. No, I remember that one. Alright. Influence? So it's one of the, fadey type ones. Oh yeah, it's got a little time there. Aspect memory. We remember the dead until we forget them. And secret histories. History is the scar on the world's skin. Secret histories describe the unknown complexities of the world and its many pasts. So it's like these influences have aspects attached to them. I don't know what to do with them though. They're the same sort of aspects I think that this lore type thing has. I don't know what to do with it. These don't have aspects. This does. That doesn't. That does, and I think reason does too. Yeah. So is reason related? Okay. It seems like reason and lantern. Yeah, it's lantern, right? Are connected. Because they both have the same aspect. And it needs erudition to upgrade. And erudition comes out of reason. And of course I got this out of the bequest by studying with reason. Maybe this is a sort of reason-related path? I think. On this occasion, I've determined that your work is of an acceptable standard. You may go. Be punctual tomorrow, please. There may be ways to deal with Mr. Alden. Is that what this annoyance is? How would I deal with him, though? I think I'm just going to keep putting the job into the work slot, because I don't know if I can, like, permanently lose it if I don't show up. Because I've heard this game can take quite a while for each run. And I don't think my money would last that long at all. Oh, what's this thing? Season of Suspicion. Am I being watched? I feel like I remember this little picture. I think I like clicked off something. I don't remember what. That had the same little icon. Yeah, there's the erudition. So I think whenever that little lantern thing pops up, I get the erudition. Oh my gosh, it's got even... They're both little lanterns. So that definitely means that reason and lantern are connected. Alright, I got another erudition. Can I put them together? What does that give me? Maybe I'll just get another skill scholarship. What if that's about? A season of ambitions. This is the season that the winds of the wood reverse direction. A time when appetites and mortals both rise. I remember the wood being mentioned. It had something to do with, like, the house, the glory, and the hours. Not sure what that means. Oh, yeah, I did check this out. Shoot. The wrong kind of attention. The city is rife with journalists and detectives and other meddlers. How long will they leave me in peace? What's going on here? The curious few. The wrong kind of reputation might awaken the interests of the curious, the puritanical, or the vengeful. A reputation may inspire an adversary to emerge. Clues. It is the empty space which makes the bull useful. Lao Tzu. Didn't you already see that one? Reputation. Many fear their reputation, fear their conscience. Pliny. Is it Pliny or Pliny? I feel like it might be Pliny. That makes more sense. More overtime? Man. Oh, I can stack them. Awesome. Yeah, it's definitely just a 9 to 5. That sucks. Oh, my name just now was clear, and ye guardians remain in the shadows. Oh, contentment. I think contentment's a good thing. Oh, shit. It's got lantern aspect, too. And heart, and it's an influence. Once again, I have determined that your work is of an acceptable standard. You may go. Be punctual tomorrow, please. Alright. Oh, shit. Okay. Something new. Use this lesson learned with your scholarship skill. Okay. I think I needed 2 lessons learned. Alright, so I just have to do that another couple times, and then I think I can maybe get more reason. I don't know what I would do with it all, but it's useful. Exotic cravings. What hungers drive us. Obsessions. Ooh, that's a lot of shit. Deeper urges. Aspect, resentment. Too many grievances can compromise loyalty. Maverick, a student of the invisible arts with an agenda of their own. The marks of delight. I may seek immortality and delight in the hour called the Red Grail. Her touch brings particular appetites and marks. The forms of change. Each time I change, I leave something behind. The marks of shaping. I may seek immortality and power in an hour called the Forge of Days. Her touch brings particular appetites and marks. Aspect mentor, our secret ruler, who commands our loyalty. We shall rise still higher through our works. Oh, fuck that. Marks of light, I remember that one. And then the claws of memory. Beneath the soil, bones. In the bones, memory. In the memory, colors. So I think I'm seeing a few things here. The hour called the Red Grail. The hour called the Forge of Days. The hour called the Watchman. So what I'm getting out of this is that I can seek immortality. So I can get immortality and delight, or immortality and power, or immortality and enlightenment. But it looks like these hours are some like sort of people or beings that like can grant me that. But I need these marks. I don't know how I would get the marks. Maybe? Do I need the marks? No, his touch brings particular appetites and marks. So I'm given the marks. Maybe they're like checkpoints. My ultimate aim, there will be a price. So I have to... do I have to give up something to get the marks? Oh my. Wait, there's something else here. In the memory colors. Oh, it's this one. Each hour has its color, but color exists only where there is light. I don't know. Alright, we got a lot of new stuff this episode. I think I'm going to leave this one here, and I think we can continue in the next one. I'm looking forward to it.